Hey y'all, and welcome back to Keeping Up with Christy. I'm Christy, and today's video is going to be all about Thanksgiving Day meal prep. I'm going to be showing you how I put together a side dish of hash brown casserole and even how I made my make-ahead apple pies. So these are things that you can make ahead and throw it into the freezer, and it will be ready for you on Thanksgiving Day. So I'm going to do this week's and next week's video are going to be committed to Thanksgiving Day meal prep. Next week, you're going to actually see me make another couple of sides and the main event. Yes, I'm going to make the turkey ahead. So you don't want to miss next week's video either. Both videos will be in collaboration with other YouTubers. This week's is going to be a collab with Elyse over at All Things Elyse. And if you go check out her channel, you can go and look in the description box. I'll have a link to her YouTube channel. And she shares all kinds of great things for what's for dinners and grocery hauls. And she's just a really sweet mama on YouTube who will just share her life with you. And I know you'll enjoy her channel as much as I have. So go make sure you check it out and let her know that you came over from Keeping Up with Christy's channel. So on to the main event. Here we go, a side dish. I don't know about y'all, but I love my Thanksgiving Day plate to just be full of all kinds of sides. Like, we live for the sides here. So although the turkey I make is really good too. So it's going to be next week. But here we go. Hash brown casserole. Some people call these funeral potatoes, I've heard them called, or potato casserole, not to be confused with sweet potato casserole, which is also delicious. But this is hash brown casserole. So you need a couple of bags. I do a bag and a half of hash browns. You need your sour cream, your cream of mushroom. Here it is, all getting put together. So, and I will link this recipe. I'll type it all out for you down below. This is my mama's recipe. I don't even know where she found it. And there's all kinds of versions out there. But you got your cream of mushroom soup, a whole 16 ounces of sour cream, 1 onion chopped up, and a stick of butter melted. And then you're going to need 2 cups of cheese. And we had shredded up a whole bunch of cheese in our food processor. And then we make sure and have 2 cups for this one and 2 cups for another, because I'm actually making 2 hash brown casseroles. Salt and pepper, throw a little bit of that in there. And then once you get everything in the bowl, you get it all mixed up. And then I'm going to put it into a 9x13 aluminum pan that has a lid. We get these from Amazon, I've told you before. We just get a whole bunch of them delivered to the house. So I can spray it, throw that hash brown casserole mixture into it, and then get it topped. Now, last year I did this, took our meal with us on the road to Tybee Island, Georgia, down to where my brother lives, and it turned out great. You can leave off the cornflake top if you want to and just add that on the day of, but it works fine to freeze it. So I just do it so I don't forget to do it on Thanksgiving Day. But you put 2 cups of crushed cornflakes and 1 more stick of melted butter. Yep, it has 2 sticks of butter in the whole thing. It is not low fat, but it is delicious. And so you get it in there, and then on the day of Thanksgiving Day, you're going to want to take it out, well, the day before, and let it thaw overnight in your fridge so that you can then bake it at 350 degrees for 45 minutes to an hour. Take that top off for like the last 15 minutes, and it'll brown up nice with that butter. So I'll make sure and label it like I do all of my casseroles or anything I'm putting into the freezer. And I know that those 2 are destined for Thanksgiving Day. They will be delicious. So along with Thanksgiving Day sides, another favorite, of course, are the desserts. So we had gone to the mountains. If you didn't see it, we have some footage on a YouTube video of when we took our son back to school, and he went, we had to go get him set up in his dorm room. Well, while we were there in Hendersonville, North Carolina, of course, we had to go and get apples because it's fall time, and I brought home so many apples. So I decided to go ahead and make up apple pies for Thanksgiving. I will link this recipe down below, but y'all, it's just from Pillsbury.com. It's so simple and easy. And yes, I have made and can make my own pie crust. But at some point you're just like, why? Like, I'm going to make 4 pies today and I need 8 crusts. I'm just going to buy the boxes, and they're absolutely fine, and take the help, because, you know, for something like Thanksgiving, we have a lot of work to get done. So I am I went and bought, actually Mom went and picked up for me at the Dollar Tree some metal pans, because I will tell you this was a tip I read on online at the Pillsbury site, is you don't want to freeze them in a glass pan. So you want to make sure it's metal so that when you cook them, the bottom crust is not soggy. It will crisp up better in a metal pan. So we went and bought 4 metal pans from the Dollar Tree and got those. And plus, that way I don't miss them. You know, they're stuck in my freezer until Thanksgiving. And then I just put the bottom crust down, and then that mixture, like I said, the recipe will be down in the description from Pillsbury.com. But you just mix up your apples with all your sugar and flour, lemon juice, cinnamon, the whole bit. Throw that into the pie shell, and then I'm actually taking my other top crust, and on this one I decided to get extra and to make the lattice work. So I don't know if ever y'all do this or if y'all talk to yourself when you're doing it, but if I had the actual sound on from this video, it would be a kick, because me trying to remember, okay, wait, third and fifth. Wait, first, third, and fifth, second and fourth. Okay, there we go, Christy. That's how we do it. Yes, so you remove back the first, third, and fifth of your dough like that, and you lay down your other dough across, and then you fold it back, and then the second and the fourth get moved. Y'all, I have to talk myself through it every single time that I do it. And it is a little extra work, but, you know, I just think they look so cute and homemade and precious with the lattice work. But my second pie, you'll see, I don't even bother, because sometimes you just want to throw it in the pan and get done. So, and sometimes I don't even throw a top crust on. Sometimes I just do like a little crumble of oatmeal. You know, you can do that too. And it just makes it super quick with oatmeal and flour, brown sugar, cinnamon. Yeah. So, but this one, I took the time and made it look a little extra special, but it is in no way, shape, or form like professional. And if y'all know me, then you'll know this, like, I just get it done. Sometimes I just get it thrown in there. But you are able to freeze an apple pie, or I guess any kind of a fruit pie, that you could go ahead and freeze and have ahead of time. So for these, the instructions from Pillsbury.com, though, does not say for you to thaw. So that's real important. And I made sure and I wrote my instructions on there, which is to just take it out of the freezer. We'll unwrap it, and we're going to stick it into an oven, like 400 degrees, and let it cook for an hour. And so sometimes on tops of the pies and stuff, when I'm making them fresh, like if this was going fresh into the oven right then I would be making like an egg wash to put on. And this doesn't call for any kind of an egg wash, and probably because of the fact that it's going to go in the oven for so long of a time, the top's going to get nice and brown. And in fact, I figure on Thanksgiving Day, I'll have to be watching it to make sure it doesn't get too brown, and I'll have some foil nearby if I need to top it with foil to make sure that crust doesn't get too brown. So there you have it. You put it together like that. Now, all I was doing was kind of taking my knife around the edge and just trimming off the excess, and then I'm going to seal it. So the second pie, like I said, I'm taking the easier way, not only using the store-bought pie dough, but I'm actually just going to throw this one on the top. You just make sure it's fitted all the way around, kind of press it over the tops of the apples, and then I'm going to seal this one. Instead of using a fork, I'm going to do the pinch and crimp method, I'll call it. And you just, you know, take one finger and stick up and push your other 2 fingers from the top down around it, and it makes that little fluted pie crust. I don't know. I guess that's what they call it. I'm not going to be on any kind of baking championship anytime soon, y'all. But I think the pies are cute. So here you go. I just make sure I take a serrated knife and give it a couple little vent holes in the top. and that's all done. So now it's time to wrap them. So this was the suggestion from the Pillsbury.com website on how to make sure that you properly seal and freeze your pies so that there's not a problem with them. And that was, it said to triple seal in some plastic wrap. So 3 times over, I'm going to seal them in plastic wrap. And then it actually said to store them in a gallon size Ziploc bag, but my pies were too big. I could not fit my pans full into a gallon size Ziploc bag. So I just did triple wrap in plastic wrap, double wrap in heavy duty aluminum foil. And like I said, I put the instructions for baking on top of the aluminum foil top layer so that we can make sure we remember what it says and how to bake. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching my part of my Thanksgiving Day prep. I find it easier just to go ahead and get it started earlier in the month and kind of get some stuff done ahead of time. It makes the day, the actual holiday, a lot easier for me and my mom and just more enjoyable. And things still taste great, and it's a lot less hectic on the day of the big event. So I hope this gives you some inspiration. Don't forget to go and check out Elyse over at All Things Elyse. Follow the link down below to her channel and give her some love from Keeping Up with Christy. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy it, and I am praying that you all have a wonderful holiday season, Thanksgiving with your family and friends, and are looking forward to it as much as we are over at Keeping Up with Christy. So thanks again. See you soon.